Hey y'all, coming to you from the international headquarters of ScottieDTV, but I was at the 2019 NSRA Nats in Louisville, Kentucky, and Classic Restorations of Southern Indiana had a 65 Corvette there I think you're all going to like. Let me get the camera turned around, we'll take a quick look at it. Dustin, what a beautiful 65 Vet.
Thanks, Scotty, appreciate it.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it's an all-original, numbers-matching car that we restored for the owner about 4 years ago, I guess now, and it's all nut bolt restoration back to the way it rolled off the factory, showroom floor kind of deal. Of course, it's a little better than what it was back then, but everything's the way it was back in '65.
Back to chalk marks and running all those parts down so they're date code correct.
Exactly. Every piece and part's date coded. Every nut and bolt's correct. We put all the ugly back into it that they did from the factory, because they were mass-produced cars, so they weren't very careful back then, and let things slop and fly when it was running down the line.
So if it didn't fit in 65, you didn't try to make it much better than that?
Well, we did. We made the doors and hood and all that stuff fit a lot better than what it ever did. And of course, when we had it judged, we got a little docked a few points on that stuff, but it's well worth those docks. Obviously the paint's a lot slicker than it ever was. As far as having the glue on the weather stripping ooze out like it did from the factory, we replicated all that stuff. The exhaust had a blackout treatment from the top side down. Chevy didn't want you to look in the fender well and see the shining glare of the exhaust and mufflers, so they actually blacked it out and they just let it run down to the bottom of the exhaust. So it's kind of nasty looking from the bottom side, but that's the way it was from the factory, and that's the way the owner wanted it back.
Because a lot of people don't understand now, when our normal stuff on the custom side, you're judged on how well you do something.
Exactly.
But on the restoration side, you can overdo something that actually costs you points.
Exactly. It's a fine line on the restoration world. If you get it too nice, then you get docked, but at the same time, the customer's spending a lot of money to have it restored, and at what point do you draw the line and make it nicer, because that's what they're paying you for.
That's right. At the end of the day, I couldn't restore one.
Exactly.
I want one nice. If I'm going to spend the money, I want it to look better than it did the day it came out.
Exactly. And we were lucky enough that we still was able to get a 98% at NCRS, and it got the Top Flight Award, which the owner was after, so everything worked out well. But like I said, we lost points because the paint was too slick, the door jambs were too nice, little knick-knack stuff like that they get us on, but those are points we're willing to lose.
That's for sure. Awesome job. And again, if people are wanting to follow you, because you do restorations, customs, you do it all. Classic Restorations does all. What's the best way to do that? Best
way to follow us, on all your social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram. You can find us on there. It's at Classic Restorations _SON. You can find us on, like I said, Facebook, Instagram. We do have a website, classicrestorations-online.com, and you can find all of our information there, and give us a call at the shop for all your restoration, customizing, mechanical, anything you need done on an old one, we can do it.
There you go. Brother, again, I appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot, Scotty. Thank you.
So there you go, from the 2019 NSRA Street Rod Nationals, a 1965 Corvette Convertible from Classic Restorations of Southern Indiana. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.